What's up, everybody? It's your girl, the Lazy Girl World. I'm here because I watched another movie for you. I pulled something right there. The new Mutants is now out in theater. Took myself to a drive-in movie theater on a cute single person's date because that's how we doing it out in quarantine 2020. You're not about to get me sick. So, this movie was not everything that I wanted at all.
I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
I felt like they could have improved in a lot of areas.
I said what I said.
New Mutants centers around 5 kids and one like hospital lady. They're all in a hospital, and all the kids are under the impression that they're in this hospital to control their powers, get better, and then they'll go off and they can be a productive member of society, doing whatever they want to do, maybe working with the X-Men one day. That is the hope that at least Rain has. I don't know if everyone else is as disillusioned as she is, but that's the thought that Rain has, and then that's the one she gives to Daniel Moonstar, the newest addition to the 4 other new mutants. So they're all working to control their powers, and they're also being monitored by this doctor lady, who's like, I'm just here to help you, but also I got a protective dome around it so you can't leave. There's no buildings around for miles, even though when the girl was on top of the bell tower, there was like at least 20 buildings to her right. At least. But you know, fine, whatever. Maybe those are other buildings in the facility. But she's trying to help them, and we slowly but surely get to see everyone's powers. We see Ileana can like open portals. She can take us to like this made up world of hers with her little dragon. She can turn her arm into this amazing sword, okay? We see that, I don't know all the people's names, okay? We see the one dude that's in a lot of stuff that's in Stranger Things. He can like blast off like a cannon, you know, just bow, 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 bow. But he don't really know what he's doing, so he got a broken arm because he don't know what he's doing. We got another dude that it took us forever to learn what his was, but basically, he's the Human Torch, but he don't know how to control it. Burned his whole girlfriend up to death, okay? And that's why he is there. Apparently his parents have money. I don't know if they sent him there because they were like, you're weird, or if they sent him there to help him. Either way, nobody's getting out of there. We all are aware of this. No one's leaving and going to join the X-Men or to be a part of a productive member of society. Like, that's just not happening. Let's be honest. That's not happening. Well, Rain took us forever to figure out what Rain does, okay? We know she be crawling in vents, and we knew she could see in the dark. That's all we really knew. Took us forever to realize she just turns into a dog. I mean, she is a dog. Not a werewolf, a dog. But she also can be half dog, but just only with the nails. She can grow them long nails, okay? Moonstar, we don't know what it is, but ever since she got there, everybody's been having nightmares, seeing stuff. Initially, I was like, must be the doctor. It wasn't. Turns out, that's her thing. This is what I hated about the bad guy. Was that it wasn't a bad guy. They could have gone everywhere with this comic with the bear, and they took it nowhere. We could have had movies upon movies upon movies, or at least 3 like in the comics. I should have been afraid. I was never afraid that the bear was gonna come and get me. And the fact that they marketed it as like a horror thriller X-Men, it was like they did reshoots on this. What was the movie at first if they had to do reshoots and get me to this? There was no scare. I mean, the little things that didn't have no eyes with teeth, those were kind of scary. Not gonna lie, those were freaky. But nothing else was, okay? You know, it wasn't. So if you don't know, Daniel Moonstar, she is able to take somebody's, or Danielle Moonstar, she's able to take somebody's worst fears, their worst nightmares, bring them to life. Like literal life. Like, I thought it was a game, but it wasn't, because that girl got burned with the little brand, and I thought it wasn't gonna be there, but it was actually there. It was there. I was like, what? Crazy. So I don't remember any music. If anything, it was just like maybe something that would like build suspense, but there was no real music. I think they just really did dark lighting combined with, you know, maybe like it's a dun, maybe one of those like dun dun dun. They didn't do that, but maybe they did something like that, because I don't remember hearing anything. And it was playing out of my radio. Okay, so yeah, don't really remember any music. So they didn't have an awesome soundtrack in my mind, but maybe they had an awesome score in the background that really helped with it. I don't know. But back to the bear. Like I said, I felt like they could have done 1,001 things. They could have taken it so many different ways. I thought it was going to be a real true villain, kind of like it is in the comics. It's almost a villain in and of itself, but in this it was just like, this is her worst nightmare. It's like, what? This is her worst nightmare from a story her parents told us? It didn't even follow the comics. It was like, we like this character in the comic and we like her too, and we like him or her. The three people and the bear, we'll just bring them in and we'll say New Mutants. The only thing that really tied this to other X-Men franchises, which I'm sure it's its own comic in its own right, and they don't try to like overlap, but the only thing that really tied it over was Essex Corporation. So if you're a comic fan, you know what Essex Corporation is. This movie really just, the direction they were trying to take it with the Essex Corporation just reminded me of The Gifted, but like I said, they kind of marketed it as a horror thriller movie and they dropped the ball. So if they did reshoots, I'm wondering, I'm struggling to see what that movie was going to be at first. Like, it had to have just been like not good at all for whatever they were marketing it for. It just probably was not good. So I gave this movie a C- because I was disappointed in the villain. Okay, I had a grudge in my heart. I was like, C- because you wasted my time. They took so long to get us to the point. They had to tell us about each and every person's abilities, but they also wanted this backstory and why are you here and why are you sad and what's your power, Roberto? Why don't we know it yet? What? We don't need this. If y'all don't get to getting scared and bringing out bears and fighting somebody with a sword arm, I'm leaving. But I didn't leave because it was my $8. Can't waste $8. We're in a pandemic. Okay, need it. So like I said, C-. Would I watch it again? No, I would not. I would not watch this again. I'll put that in the same category as the Wolverine. You go over there, you sit down, and you don't come back ever. Okay? C- with no watchability. So I'm sorry if my review was harsh. I did not like it. I'll see y'all next time.